Your song has kept me company in your absence. Look to the frozen tall neck and remember.
You're Aloy, right? My pop... Bergund, I mean, told me you might be heading up to see me. Varja. Pleasure. Hey, that spear is really something. You've customized her, haven't you?
I've made it too. You got weapons.
You'll scrap to look around fire.
You think you could improve Aratak's spear?
I've never seen a weapon that couldn't be improved by Oseram craft. You know, I tried to ask him if I could hold her once. Even offered to improve her for free.
How'd that go?
How do you think?
What do you know about weapons?
Hands on one. For this thing, I guess she's yours now.
Why don't you finish it for me first? Make her into the weapon she was supposed to be.
Thought you'd never ask. I'm gonna need a bellowback snout. Any bellowbacks will do. Can you handle it alone?
This forge fire of yours, what do you need to finish it up?
Like I said, a bellowback snout ought to do it. I'm not picky.
If I find anything else, I'll be sure to bring it to you.
You better.
Let's get this over with. Do it. Varja can finish her forge fire now.
Find anything interesting lately?
I might have. Let's talk. What we for? Show me.
Like I'd her. She's done and she's yours.
Thanks for your work on the forge fire.
Pleasure. I mean, you couldn't be better.
Looking strong.
I should go.
You're not gonna find anything here, are you?
That thing ain't a wonder. Has some do with the frozen tonic. It's distasteful.
Deep down, someone's got his own orders. I didn't know any better. I'll give this to the Oseram. Whatever they do with passion. We should... Not pile his father's guilt onto the new Karja King's shoulders.
I've heard of you, Huntress. Each of the many verses of your song tells of an impossible victory. The notes echo across the cut.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
That I know. My song used to echo around Banur. Umnak, the hunter of legendary machines. That's why I'm here. Its defeat would have given my song a fine end. Oh, yeah. My bones ache, Huntress. But you, out hunting Aratak, leading your own Werak. If half your song is true, you are the only hunter I'd trust to go in my place.
You want me to hunt for you?
Not just for me, no. For an old friend. But no. We survive and we prevail, until we fail to do either. I confess, this is not easy for me. For any other machine, I would die as I have lived. A Banuk hunter, weapon raised. But too many good lives have been lost to the claws. Throwing my old corpse atop the pile accomplishes nothing. Better to live in a world without the claws than to die while it still makes...
Sounds like you've got a reputation.
To be Banuk is to push your body to its limits. I found my limits higher than most. Fearsome machines needed killing, and in my youth, I found I had a talent for killing them. Even now, my name carries such weight that when the claws beneath re-emerged, the Werak came to me.
Do you still have the same faith in yourself that your Werak seems to have?
Perhaps I did. Before I held my bow in shaking hands. Noticed, for the first time, the spots on my knuckle. What a strange thing it is to be old. To stare backward and see such distance. But to stare forward at a looming wall.
This machine, the claws beneath. Why travel all the way to the cut just to hunt it?
Some songs. They include a refrain. The return of a past moment. It seemed fitting.
You've hunted this thing before.
Must have been 20 winters past. We were so close to bringing the claws to bay.
We?
Me and my friend. He was a chieftain of my Werak then, a skilled hunter. Every few to their burial pyres. My friend became the third. This hunt, I had hoped to complete it in his honor.
This is obviously important to you, Umnak. Are you sure you want someone else to take down this machine?
No, I am no longer a match for the claws beneath. If I ever was. If I face it, it will kill me. Of this I have no doubt. The Banuk blood in my veins screams at me to take on the claws myself. But I must see it brought down. And dead men see precious little.
All right, Umnak. I'll do what I can.
I've no doubt you can do quite a lot. The stories say the claws beneath returns here only once every 6 winters. The whispers I've heard say it now makes its home on the northeast edge of the cut. Hunt well.
Cold. Very cold. I get it. The start. Base. Northeast edge of the cut. Umnak said I'd find the claws beneath nearby. beneath. I hope Nak wasn't lying when he said you were tough.
Good to see you.
It's over. It wasn't easy, but that rock breaker won't be hurting anyone anymore.
The claws beneath brought low by an outlander. This part of your song will travel far.
I don't know if I'll ever get used to that.
I've found people rarely live up to their songs. You're an exception, though. And you've done me a true kindness. My foe is buried now, like so many of the hunters it killed. My friend, my chieftain. He would be pleased to know his fate won't befall anyone else. Take this in thanks. I believe you've more than earned it.
Find no glory here, Outlander. Only cold and death.
Deep in. Silence by rising waters. You seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood?
Yes. A sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Lalai, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, until it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
So Deep Din is a place, and a musical instrument?
Yes. Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath a sonorous basin. A wondrous edifice the old ones used to carry music far and wide. During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Karja. I'm the drummer now, but our battles are few and far between. Mostly I play for the joy of it, or to remember my family. Of course, if the waters don't recede, what's the point of joy? Or remembering?
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand it. There was no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the river rose higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
A flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
To the west. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent?
My father...
This must be the ruin Laolai was talking about. Deep Din. Flooded too, like she said. Snap laws. Probably came from somewhere upriver. Follow the river, find its source. Seems simple enough. with me. Must be the entrance to this den. Can't be too prepared. I can't spare the...
I thought I'd caught something. Turned out to be nothing but a water. Tough, but I'm used to it.
I tan this leather well, it'll keep. There. That must be where the water's coming from. Looks like something the old ones built. Well, somebody wanted in. Nearly blew this entire ledge off just to get through the door.
Flooding detected. Evacuation recommended. Overflow basin compromised.
The overflow basin. Is that the den? Looks like a control center. What happened in here to start the water flowing? Since I was a little kid, there must be some kind of code. Maybe I should try scanning objects in this area.
Farewell thingy. We might be the last Sassual people to ever see this place. Yeah. Hence, you know, the song.
Intake tower malfunction. Drainage system offline. That's probably not good news. Looks like most of the facility is underwater. How did this happen? The lock positions. Helpful. Someone's been through here. Not that long ago either.
I've become trapped somehow! I'll buy forge. I'm pleased to hear another person stomping about in here. His blasted door is stuck! This is a perfect opportunity to do... Oh!
Are you alright?
You don't know how happy you just made me. For a moment, I thought my fire was snuffed. My forge gone cold. But nope. Nope. Not old Gildan.
You're... welcome? Wait. Start from the beginning. What are you doing down here?
Ow! My apologies. When you mostly talk to yourself, you can tell your stories in whatever order you like. There's an artifact in that storage room I simply must acquire. But as you may have noticed, the door won't budge. I took one of those roundish, ringy what's-its from the wall beside the door. No luck. So I had to go with that panel with the button. Even less luck. My gentle experimentation caused the chamber to flood a little. So I pushed the button again, perhaps a little too enthusiastically. Sparks and smoke. Now, obviously, I came here to investigate. My cautious footsteps may have contributed slightly to the collapse of a bridge. And when the bridge began to collapse, I may have, for the sake of expedience, abandoned the cumbersome ringy what's-it to the waves. By the time I thought to give up the endeavor, the door had closed behind me. And thusly do we come to the present moment.
Well, there's no way we're getting into that storage room without another ring. It's part of the locking mechanism that controls the door.
You don't say. Well, that's fantastic news. Marvelous, even. You've got two hands. I've got two hands. Perfect! My savior, my salvation, and if you like, why wouldn't you? Of course you will. My accomplice. Together, that ring is as good as ours, and with it, the storage room and its spoils.
Didn't you say you dropped the ring in the water?
Well, I'll grant you that adds a heretofore undiscussed level of complexity to the proceedings.
You said something about an artifact?
Indeed. That storage room is brimming with treasures from the old ones, but one in particular caught my eye. An intricate looking glass. I've only seen one such device before. My old mom brought one back for me from wherever she'd gone to that time. I remember holding it, staring into its face, and seeing myself and my mother just over my shoulder, smiling.
And one of these looking glasses. It's in the storage room.
Oh, yes. I'm quite sure. I peered into that dim little chamber, and there it was. I've wanted to find one for so long, Yes, this time I'm sure I have.
So you found the button that controls the flow of water.
Quite by accident.
And then you broke that button.
Also, quite by accident.
The panel's the only way to shut this place down, as far as I can tell. This isn't gonna be easy.
That storage room is filled, top to bottom. Would you be surprised to find the parts you need in there? I certainly wouldn't be.
So, we need to replace that ring and get into the storage room. Then I can fix the panel and shut this place down.
And I can finally wrap my fingers around that looking glass.
Okay, Gildan. How are we gonna get that ring?
2 sets of hands, girl. 2 sets of hands. Behind us lie a pair of enormous gates, but I believe the gates must be operated in tandem. Together, we can dry this place out.
Guess we better get started then.
I guess we better.
Rough waters. No way I'd be able to...
Up
swim.
ahead, girl. See the valve? Time to put our hands to use. I'll take care of this one. There's another valve on the other side to lock the gate in place. Would you mind heading across and doing the honors? You know, I thought I saw some kind of tunnel up there. Might provide a means to cross the gap. You know, stone ruin, cloud tall, wood wide. Must have been 13 levels. Trust me, but no walls. Just straight stone columns bearing the weight of the level above. Filled out with row upon row of those enormous, rusted-out old-world carts. You know the ones with their 4 wheels? Drive straight through 100 of those trucks.
How about stagnant water? Charming.
That's what they were for. Maybe the old ones want to float around family. Marvelous! You made it! Now grab that valve and give it a spin. A little more now, and I should be able to get the blasted gate moving.
There, you should be able to lower the gate.
Huh? Right you are! Now, when I get this gate down, you'll need to turn the valve again. Ought to lock this thing in place.
One gate down.
Halfway through then, aren't we? To the second gate! A ladder is a rare and special. Can depend on it to take you exactly where you need to go, and no further. I'd wager the valves for the second sluice gate are somewhere above us. Now, how are we gonna get up there?
Let me look around, see what I can find. Looks like I could jump across on that rickety, rusting platform. Might find a way up.
Nice jump! Nice! What am I saying? That was stupendous! Never seen such absolute disregard for personal safety.
Thanks, I think.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4! Caught sellouts and runaway cowards! We see Cut it! I forgot the words. Shells, we started off so strong and then it all just imploded. Well, that's sort of my no heavy stuff. Switching gears. Band-aid! We need one.
Oh, you're close, girl. Just spring across the gap. Ah, you're right above me. Just send that ladder on down.
Look out below.
Now, we've done this once before. If you'd take the valve on the other side.
It's set up the same way on this side. I should look for an access tunnel.
This is my sort of delve. 1,000 little problems to solve. A million moments in invisible time. My father used to say, Gilbling, he called me Gilbling. Gilbling, he used to say, don't make the delve harder than it needs to be. The best delves are done in half the time it takes. Dead wrong when it came to choosing a rubric by rebuttal. To find yourself stuck, then unstuck. To fail, then to succeed. To get lost, find yourself. That's what makes the devil.
Uh-huh, Gilden. Okay, Gilden, turn the valve.
It's not working! Damn thing's too heavy. Glance behind me, would you? See anything big and, broken?
Looks like part of the counterweight broke off. If I can get up there, my weight might be enough to get it moving again.
Hang on, okay? I've got a plan.
I need to get up higher. Could climb up that wreckage. That's pretty much what I do now. Get above it.
No! The drop's too far, girl! Oh! Control falling. Very clever.
Going down. Almost low enough to jump.
You can make it! Let's see another one of those mad leaps!
We're good to go.
You were a sight to see. Bounding from metal rust trap to metal rust trap. Still a bit of water, but low enough, wouldn't you say? Now then, where's that ring?
Good question. Well, at least I should be able to swim now.
Snap maw! It's a snap maw! Very, very big snap maw!
I see it, Gildan.
Very big, very, very big!
Just stay out of the way.
What did that snap maw swallow that ring we're at? Just gobbled it right up.
We'll find out after I've killed it.
Tell me when it's dead, would you?
It's dead.
Marvelous. A ring. Maybe if you pry its jaws open and reach inside, I can't look.
Should have brought it. You were right. This thing did swallow the ring.
Ha ha! That's the old Gildan intuition in action. It's never led me astray. Sure, its chosen routes can be a bit circuitous, but never mind. To the storage room.
Okay,
to the
Shells.
spoils.
Shells, we're not focusing on that right now. We're recording, okay? We're not even in the band meeting. Sort of council practice, right? Merch. We need merch. Stickers! You're not a real band until someone vandalizes government property with your sticker.
Colleagues, I have been asked to remind you that conversations determined to be irrelevant to servitor training are discouraged.
What were you saying about vandalizing government property?
We drained enough water for what we need to do, but I wonder if I could empty out the whole dam. Pipes, valves. Maybe I can drain the rest of the water from here. Could use my focus, see what it turns up. Sure are a lot of valves. All right, time to get the flow going to the right place.
I'm typically enamored of complexities, but this looks like it might be a little much for me.
Don't. I think I've got this.
Music to my ears. To each job, its proper tool. Toothpicks make horrible arrows, as the saying goes.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
You got a competent mind, girl. A mind for nuance and finesse. Not I. No, indeed. Killed him.
That's not quite right.
This job demands a certain degree of patience, doesn't it? I'm afraid I inherited my mother's restlessness.
Something's not right.
You've been at this a while, girl. No room to judge, mind. I once spent half a day flummoxed by a Karja puzzle box.
The water's flowing, just not where it needs to. Looks like I'm on the right track. There, one step closer. Getting there. There, that should do it. I should head back. See if that took care of the rest of the water.
Got it working, did you? Of course you did. Never met a conundrum you couldn't unconundrum, have you?
The door's open. Guess it had sealed. This must go down to the lower level. Ugh, it stinks down here. Looks like that's everything.
You smell that?
I should head back up with Gilda.
Smells like a forge-side morning in flame.
Check this out. We could just bang on this pipe, you know? Could we sample that or? Totally. Like, what about after the... Oh, sorry. Just a sec.
So, as we circle back around to the matter of the supply room, I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait! Almost there! Soon I... Just like Mom and I used to. What are you doing with your hands there, girl? I can't believe that worked. I thought you'd lost your mind, tickling the empty air like that.
I mean, this is it. We get to play together, what, maybe 2 more times? Nah, shells. Farewell tour! Reunion tour in like 6 months. Fans do it all the time. For our adoring fans, it's not that hard to stay in touch, Shelley. We could practice in holospace.
Gilden? Everything okay?
I was so sure I saw it. The looking glass. I was so sure. Right there in the window. I would... Of course. Trick of the light. Nothing at all.
I'm sorry, Gilden. It must have meant a lot to you.
Oh, well. As much as any artifact of the old ones would mean to me, really. It's fine. I'm fine. Besides, what are the spoils compared to the delve? That's why we do it, girl. The delve, not the treasure. And what a delve it was! Ugh. By the great blazing forge, I'll never forget that. Now then, I believe we have some repairs to make. Oh, that's a whole lot prettier, isn't it? What does it mean?
It means it worked.
By the forge! You are a wonder! Do you hear that often? I'll hazard a guess you do.
I've heard something like that once or twice.
Oh, she's modest now. A master of the arts of the old ones, a delver to shame the entire claim, and she wants to be modest. Ha!
It's not like I did it alone, Gildan.
No. No, I suppose not.
So what's next for you? On your way back to the claim?
And deprive the people of Song's Edge the story of this encounter? Perish the thought! I'll stay there a while longer. But a story is best told by all who encountered it. Come and lend a hand, won't you?
Overflow basin empty. Interior accessible. Minimal flood damage.
Sounds like the basin is dried out too. Maybe I'll
You
take
go
a look.
on ahead. I'm gonna stand right here and bask in our victory. For a while longer.
Water's lower. And going by that sound, I think Laolai's already at the door. Sound's getting louder. She wasn't kidding about the sound. You look happy to be playing again.
I don't know what you did, but the water drained in the snap of a short song. What do you think of the music?
I've never heard anything else like it.
That's because there's no other place with such resonance, such intonation that rattles your ribs with its power. And of course, no one else knows these pipes like I do. I learned them by ear before I could walk, strapped to my father's back. Thank you for draining the waters. Not just for myself, but for my ancestors and their songs. Please, take this as a token of our gratitude. Let's see. What shall I play next? The echoes are different off whetstone. The sound is warm.